Here comes a new challenger!
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love fake leaks. For Smash specifically. Why? Because, you know, the crazy implications that some of these leaks make is insane, and, you know, having fun discussions about them, even though we all know they're fake, is just fun to have, right? I mean, yeah, sure, we can always talk about how Bubsy may make it into Smash someday, but what if a leak actually said he was going to be in the game? How would that even work? How would that happen? And I think it's always fun to discuss. Leaks have always been a prominent thing about, you know, Smash's history, and so I just wanted to really tell you how much I love them, while also giving a good example of what I mean. For instance, take a look at this banner image. Does this look familiar? It kind of reminds me of the Grinch leak, which all I know of is pain. So much pain. But tell me if you see anything about this banner image. Well, one thing we can concur is that Sephiroth is here, which means whatever characters featured here should be post Sephiroth, which means that there should be 3 fighters on this banner left, right? Well, who are the ones that kind of stick out to you? I can see 3 right off the bat. The first 3 I noticed were Crash, So Bad Guy, and that guy all the way next to Chrom. Apparently it's Yuri from Tales of. Interesting. So, you know, that's really cool and all, you know, hey, our final 3 characters, but there's something else to this. There are 3 other characters on this banner. Yeah, that's right, there's actually 3 more. From all the way to the left, we have Kubfu from Pokemon, then right next to Simon, and between Simon and Link we have Ryu Hayabusa, and then if we go right under Mario, we can see Amaterasu from Okami. So let's say hypothetically this leak was real. What would this imply? Well, one, this would imply that all 3 characters from this past are, you know, they're, you know, Sakurai knows exactly who they are, they got all their contracts done, but not only that, right? Not only did they get for 3 third parties, but then they announced a third pass. They have a third pass in place. They already have the 2 characters that they want that are from third party companies, and they'll have Kubfu from Pokemon. so how would they announce this? How would they even announce the possibility of these characters being in the game? Well, let's think about this. Well, it's likely that we could get a fighter sometime by the end of this month, sometime early March, right? We could get 1 fighter there, and then we can get 2 fighters at E3. But then at E3 they can announce, no wait, we have a third pass, and we're gonna show you all the final characters, and these will be the last characters in the game. You know, like imagine that, right? This is basically what this leak is implying, that you know, all the characters that we think are left are here. Everyone is here. But what if we look at the characters individually? Well, let's go from right to left, because the most left one intrigues me the most. If it, you know, if this leak was to be real, like if it was an actual real leak instead of being a fake one. Let's say this was real. So we have Yuri. I know nothing of Tales of. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of the series, nor am I a fan of Okami. That's just how I am. But with So Bad Guy, like okay, so like he'll have auto turnaround. Will he have like an air dash, right? Like you can use your double jump, or you can use an air dash, or will, you know, he'll obviously have command inputs, but will he have meter? Will he have dragon install? Like what will happen? What's gonna go on if So Bad Guy made it? But like that'd be so crazy, wouldn't it? And we have Crash. Crash is basic, you know, he's pretty basic, all things considered. You know, he's from a platform. He got his spin, he got his Wampa bazooka. You know, you got the slide, all that sort of fun stuff. You know, Crash is pretty simple to, how do I say, dissect, right? And then we have Ryu Hayabusa, which seems to be based on his armor, on his more modern appearances, which makes sense, obviously. But what would Ryu Hayabusa be like? Well, would his movements be like the NES game, but his attacks would be from like the hack and slash games? So like, you know, movement wise, just going, you know, he's moving like an NES sprite, but then when he starts attacking, he starts flipping and dipping everywhere like crazy madman. You know, like imagine that, like, you know, like imagine Ryu Hayabusa's moves basically being UI Goku, right? But his movement is that of like Simon Belmont, just moving like an NES sprite. But the one that interests me the most is like, it's like, oh man, like what if Kung Fu got into the game? Because what would this imply? Because if Kung Fu got in the game, obviously the character would be Urshifu, and if you know anything about Urshifu, at least from my general knowledge of the Pokemon, you know, my general knowledge, because I don't play Sword Shield, but Urshifu looked like the coolest looking Pokemon. He was the only Pokemon that I looked at and considered buying the game just for that Pokemon, but I'll wait till they ruin Gen 4 before that happens. So anyways, Urshifu, you know, Kung Fu can evolve into 2 different forms of Urshifu. So like, what if Kung Fu evolved in the game, like mid-game, right? Like you would have like an evolution type moveset where depending on like your playstyle or something like that, he actually transforms, or maybe, you know, whatever stance you take as Kung Fu, you know, when he finally does evolve, he evolves into that form. Like, think of all the crazy possibilities. Like, that sounds so cool. You know, the idea of this leak is essentially saying, hey, these are the characters that are gonna happen, and now it's up to you to think whether or not it's real or fake. And obviously it's fake, like obviously, right? Because here's the thing. And the reason why I don't believe in this leak, or any leak involving like banner images, or saying that we're getting all these characters, is that, you know, when it comes to third parties, and the reason why Smash, I assume, doesn't announce all their characters right away and instead does it one by one, is one, primarily because when it comes to third party, you can't guarantee that you're going to keep that third party up until the character is announced, right? That, as a perfect example, we'll use Mortal Kombat 11. Ash Williams was supposed to be in the game. 1,000,000% he was supposed to be in the game. But, you know, he was in the game's data, he was in promotional materials, you know, even when they announced that, oh, like that Spawn, Shiva, all these characters, they said 2 more guest characters, and what you hear is a gun, and the other you hear, you know, you hear a machine gun, and the other one you hear chainsaw, and the 2 other guest characters that were announced were Terminator and Joker. And while I believe Joker and Terminator, or at least Joker, has used chainsaws or whatever, you know, it's not part of their moveset, it's not their most iconic feature or whatever. They're not known for having chainsaws. The only one that is Ash Williams from Evil Dead. So obviously Ash Williams was supposed to be in the game. They even removed his data from the game, I believe, in Combat Pack 2 or the Aftermath DLC. So you can't just say these characters are going to be in unless you guarantee, you know, you finish your contracts, all this sort of stuff, the deals have been made, and now for sure these characters are getting in, right? That's basically what I'm saying. Like, the character has to for sure be in, right? But like, when it comes to this leak, it pretty much just implies that we're getting a past 3 with 3 more characters. Who knows? Maybe there's even a 4th like another character that I just haven't spotted. And me and friends, we tried finding if there was anyone else. Like, literally, we didn't even notice Kung Fu until like hours later, where another group of friends of mine literally said, hey, look, there's someone under Ice Climbers. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, you're right. And then they're spotted as Kung Fu. So, you know, maybe there's a character missing here that I just don't notice. I mean, we compared the original banner to this one, but either way, this is cool. Like, this is sick. I love this, and I just hope that whoever made this, you know, actually expresses their work. Unlike the Grinch leak, where the Grinch leak, we still don't know who made that. It was obviously fake, but like, we still don't know who made that. So it'd be very interesting into what we get, who we see. But yeah, I find this leak interesting because, you know, this one's pretty. This one, like, if this person was trying to claim that these characters are in, they're putting some scary implications, right? Because you know, this is after Sephiroth. We know only 3 characters are left. We don't know if there's gonna be a past 3. Obviously, like, we don't know if that's gonna happen. And this league's just saying, yeah, it's gonna happen, or like, we're getting extra DLC characters, be it individual DLC or whatever. I just think it'd be interesting. You know, I think what this leak implies in, you know, the characters it has is so fun to discuss, that even though you know it's fake, you know, even though you know in your heart and soul it's fake, it's still fun to talk about, right? And that's what I love about fake leaks. It isn't, you know, sure, they're pretty stupid sometimes, but they're filled with the craziest ideas. Not even just for Smash, I'm talking about any Nintendo related game or whatever. The possibilities are endless. The ideas that people come up with, you know, even if it's going to be fake, they're being creative about it. Like some of these leaked games I see sometimes are games that I really wish actually happened. Like, it's crazy, insane what these people are making. And I love fake leaks. I love it because it allows me to discuss in a positive light and not in a toxic one, which is usually what Smash speculation is. Hey, you know who you are, and I know who I am. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll probably make a video on that sometime later. But yeah, no, I love this. I love this leak because it was the, you know, I've been meaning to make this video for a while. And when I saw this, like when friends sent it over, I was like, oh, this would be perfect for the video because this is exactly what I mean. It's a leak that implies something. Not only does it imply our final 3 characters, but it implies more to come. And the ideas of what these characters could bring is so interesting that and you know what the best part is that if you were to show this to someone, this leak, and you were to ask them, hey, if this is real, do you think it makes sense? You know, for a lot of people, I think they would agree this makes sense, right? Like, these aren't just like the most randomish characters. I'm sure people would be kind of upset at the idea of Yuri being over in Lloyd, but I hear a lot more positivity for Yuri nowadays than I hear about Lloyd. You know, I'm sure many people are upset of the idea of like Amaterasu getting in before characters like Dante or Monster Hunter, etc. But you know, like, but for me, it's like the possibilities of how these characters move, and you know how their movesets would work, how would they be represented in the game, like what stages would they have. I think it's crazy. You know, I think it's insane. I love it. Me personally, I do. You know, it's how I am. I think this is my favorite fake Smash leak of all time. You know, it's great. It's truly wonderful. You know, though I do wonder what they base the idea of having more, like 3 more characters of. And thinking about it, I might know where they have this thought in their mind, and maybe it's because I'm being dumb here or something like that. But if you go to the stage select screen, and you know we're right now at Sephiroth, if we include the 3 more characters, there'd be 3 more slots left. So I guess the idea is that logically we would get 3 more characters with 3 more stages, and I think that'd be cool. So, you know, if this was real, like if this, like I keep saying this leak is fake, but if this was actually real, that'd be sick. You know, I hear a lot of people saying it's like, oh, we didn't get a Pokemon stage, bada boom, Pokemon with Pokemon stage, all this sort of stuff. I love it. I love it. You know what? I hope this turns out to be real. I hope this video ages poorly. I hope this leak becomes real. I want to see all these characters in. I get 2 characters that I like with Soul Bad Guy and Ryu Hayabusa. I'd be sick. It'd be great. It'd be awesome. Obviously, like I said, it's fake. I gotta keep reiterating because I know that a blog content out there will probably see this video and go, fake? I mean, really? All right, I'm just saying. I'm just saying this. Yeah. Gosh, I hate Smash speculation sometimes. But yeah, certain channels. Though, I do have respect for others. But with that all being said, no more throwing shade. I'll see you guys later. You know, take care. Be, you know, just have an amazing rest of your day. And actually, before I do end off this video, there is one thing I do want to talk about, or at least a little teaser for whatever my next video may be. Because, as I mentioned before, there were 16 slots added to the game, you know, and they were added post-DLC, and, well, I mean, post-launch, and for each DLC character we've gotten, it's filled up one of those slots. If we were to say this leak is real, then we would have 15 slots, but 1 missing. And after the release of 11, I had the idea of a certain character, but I want to save that for another video. With that all being said, like I mentioned before, it'll be a short video, but still, let's get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year, of course, because, hey, that's a goal I want to reach. I'm pretty confident. I think we could do it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I know we can do it. I know we can pull through. And with that all being said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care of yourself. And as always, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm coming through, partner, we can do this right. You're the fire, I'm the wind tonight. Burning dread, haha.